Hello people, welcome back to Follow That. I hope you're doing well. So, the fine art file. Let's do a walkthrough, and obviously I will skip through areas where I don't think you'll have any trouble at all and focus on the bits where I think there'll be an issue. So the EMP files, if you've got a vehicle with auto-targeting, it just makes it so much easier and quicker. You can just fly at a safe distance and blow everything up. You've also got to hit the container to release it with anything. Just fire anything explosive at it, and that'll do the job. Now, there is only one side of the container that you can go, but you will not have any problems with that. It's a very straightforward intro, very similar to a lot of the others. So let's move on to some of the other ones that take a little bit more effort. So this one, do not do what I did and try and just blow up everything in the party, because there's actually a bug if you do this and get the guy who was in there. You notice here the scanner, even though it goes green because it recognises his face, there's a bug. It won't go for the full scan and you have to start again. So I learnt that the hard way. So let me save you that one for starters. So in terms of, well, our guy, in terms of what you're supposed to do. So you fly around the building there. You see the party on our right. We've flown around the building. And then here's our guy on that floor. There you go, so you get nearer, you get a green circle on his face rather than a red circle, and you have to be close enough to be able to press right button and trigger it. So here I'm close enough, and now I can press that right button, the scanner works, and we've scanned him, success. So this time I didn't blow him up, so the scanner worked. Now there is a second location which is for this, which is around the beach, which you may get. There's a couple of variations. Again, here he is. He's down on the beach rather than at the apartment above. But check your phone. You'll see the photo of the guy that you can recognise. This time again, he's kept his distance from fire, from me blowing it up. So we get a match. And we've got the face scanner. That's it. Nice and simple. Harder tests to come. And it's a good fight. It's nice to be doing something new, isn't it? Thank you, Rockstar. Albeit there's a lot of repetition of the mission styles. It's still good to be doing something new. I like the finales. I think they're all pretty playable and pretty replayable, and hopefully there's more to come. I believe there's Airport Part 2, Sandy Shore Airport Part 2 to come. Now then, so again, let's get rid of all the people around the outside of the building. Do you know on this one there's actually, you can get in via the roof. You don't have to go in via those steps, which is what the game wants you to do. There's actually a set of doors. Actually, they're to the right. I think when I was doing this, I was trying to remember where it was, so I walked around this set of roof windows, and it's right here. So see those doors? You can actually go in there. You can go in there in normal gameplay as well, and then go down a couple of floors, and then I would say it surprised the guy, but he seemed to know that I was there. Maybe it was all the explosions outside, which is fair enough. So you could go in those doors opposite. Right, so now we're inside. You can access all of these. So you see the red marker on the security controls that you want to destroy. You can get them all from this level. So don't go down yet. And it's worth taking out. There are a few bad guys that are here on this level. So it's worth focusing on them. There are people that shoot at you from below. But essentially, we just need to work our way around. And if you check the markers, so this one I've got here. So let's just get rid of that guy. I've got here on the right. You'll see, do you see the indicator show that it was down? So you saw down on the icon. Okay, so for me that was the only lower level one that I got on this. Okay, so we're just keeping an eye out for the guys that are on this level, because they're going to cause you most damage. And occasionally just taking out some of the guys below will just make life a bit easier. But with some armour, top up the snacks, should be fine. There we go, there's a guy hiding there. It's just not clear what level the enemies are on when you're up here, which makes, particularly if you're a bit lazy, who are doing it the second or third time like me, then it's easy to get called out. Anyway, but the nice thing with this DLC, if you do, you just respawn outside and you keep going again until you've done it, which is great. So I've taken them all out. Now we just need to get a heli. So if you go around the edge, there are a couple of ways to get down. So again, I'm just going to clear a bit of a path so I'm not into like a hail of bullets or whatever when I come down. into there, but you don't need to get all of them. You just need to jump into a heli. Okay, so let's get down. So look for the set of stairs. There we go. To the right, you see that whole set of stairs down there. So let's just get down, jump into the heli, taking out more or less enough guys that the heli's not getting damaged when I get in it, or I'm getting damaged. And that's it. Fly it. Done. So we're making very good progress so far. See, that bit's slightly harder than a couple of the ones to precede it. But now we're on to the finale. Okay, don't do what I did. For some reason, that heli comes up with comes up as something you can target. So because I was went with the Sparrow, managed to blow it up. Right. So important part of this is to do it in stealth, because that's part of your bonuses. So choose a weapon that has a suppressor on it. And there's one guy on the outside here. There you go. You can see him with that red marker. He's down a couple of levels. So just make sure you don't walk into his marker, because you will lose the bonus if you do that. There he goes. He's just turning around. There he is. So just go behind him. Headshot. Done. Okay, perfect. So now we are going to do this weird, feels like a kind of school electronics task, doing this one. You just have to line up the wire. So there we go, that first one. Okay, second one, do you see the line of wires lined up? So this one we have to go up a bit, this one we go down a bit. Oh no, up a bit, so we're just making a continuous circuit. It's pretty straightforward. There we go, the line is complete. Match up that line. You don't have to match up all the lines, you just have to make sure there's one continuous line. That's it. We're done. On to the next bit. Into the service room. So again here, we want to make sure that you're undetected to get that bonus. So there's a guard here. Here we go. There's another guy just in front of us. Just caught a glimpse of him there. So again, just watch his field of vision. Again, all of the guards basically just stop still in helpful positions. Help you get your bonus. So this is the second guy. There we go, he's turned to the side. Even though I think I'm out of the range anyway. I've just got very thick glasses. Right, so now we will do the 3 EMP charges according to those green dots. Green icons. So we'll get those done, and there's one more guy they've got to be careful. First time I did it, I failed the stealth because of this. I just walked straight into him. I didn't see him. Okay, and then we have a couple more guys, Cayo Perico guard style, at the bottom of the stairs. So you've just got to line up the headshots and just do it quickly before you trigger it to come out of stealth. But it can be done relatively easily, as I will show. So even though they're staring at each other, if you're quick enough, they don't trigger the alarm. So here we go. 1, 2, done. Perfect. And that's all the guards that we need to get that bonus. Because from everything I can see, when you actually go into the trigger the EMP charge and go to night vision, there's no more stealth, even though that bit's in dark, which doesn't really make sense, does it? Okay, so we just walk over to the yellow marker, and that will trigger the little cutscene. Pull open this cupboard. Right, so once we're inside here, like I say, even though it's dark, I guess they can see your green face, and this is where the, so get rid of these guys. You've got to do this in 30 seconds. Walk up to that table here. It's always in the same place. That's what you need to flip the switch. Get it done in 30 seconds for the second part of the bonus. Okay. And it's worth getting these bonuses. They're generally worth about 50k each, so you can more or less double your take. So it's definitely worth doing. Okay. So now we're into the final bit, the control panel again, Cayo Perico, fingerprint scanner, and I'm actually probably know the trick for this, how to do it easily without having to try and match it up yourself. So get the top one into that view there, then go 1 to the right, the next one down, 2 to the right, next one down, 3 to the right. So again, slightly slow, so match up the top one, go down. Level 2 is 1 to the right, level 3 is 2 to the right, match up that top one, level 3 is 4 to the right, and so on, as many as you need. That's it. So final part of the bonus, don't get the actual whatever that thing is, bronze idol yet, take the 2 things to the side, that loot to get our bonus, and when you've done that, we'll collect the loot. There we go. So those two, then the bronze idol. And then we're done. Brilliant. So now we've just got a nice little escape scene, which gave me some casino vibes for the escape. Again, there's a lot of familiar elements to this, but it doesn't stop them being fun. There's a couple of guys that spawn in, but you got this far. You got this. Right, there we go. Actually, terrible shooting. Okay, so then we are into the basement and the basement garage, and I think max firepower is best here. Don't waste time. Just get something explosive. Night goggles come off. Switch to rocket launcher. It's got a couple of these guys out and just blow everything up. Arguably, you could take one of these cars and escape from the garage that way, but it's better to just spawn your own vehicle outside because these cars don't give you much protection. If you've got a good vehicle, then you're good. Right. I think there's one more person in here. Those icons spawn in and out. Where's the other guy? Oh, I think you just got blown up with that. Okay, so now this car comes in and effectively that opens the gate. Dear me. But like I say, with this DLC, you can get taken out multiple times. You just respawn back in, so it's more about pride doing it without losing a life. Okay, so remember there's a guy on the other side of the road, and then there's a car on the left, car on the right. So I'm just going to call in the vigilante. Once I'm in that, nothing's going to stop me. Okay, so like I say, there's a car on the right. Just blow that up. There's a couple of guys in the car on the left, and there's a guy opposite. Okay, nice little headshot. Okay, and there's someone behind that car. So, there we go. And that guy across the road, it doesn't matter. I think we're fine. Once we're in the vigilante, that's it. That's it, we're done. Another fun little mission. I think it's kind of replayable actually. I'm quite happy to replay it and find out the quirks. And unfortunately, unlike the auto shop contracts, you can't bump into those guys to trigger a weird cutscene. But anyway, no matter. So I think for that, I'm pretty sure ticked off all 3 of the bonuses. We'll get confirmation in a minute to show that it was definitely worth doing. There we go. Penthouse undetected. Switch in 60 seconds or less. Take all the contents. That's it. Hope that helps you out. Gives you an idea how to do it. Take care. I'll speak to you soon.